everyone. Welcome to another episode of Insights with Soularis, where I am your host, Jennifer, a tarot reader with over 10 years of experience, and I do a lot of other things from numerology and astrology. But regardless of any and all certifications I have, I always come back to say I am a channel of spirit and I bring messages for those who find me. And if you have joined us before or you're new, I always like to start out with a message for the collective reading. For the collective. So, this is a reading that will affect everyone a little differently, but the themes overall will be something to be aware of over the next couple of days, next week or so. And immediately in the collective energy, there is really a push for stepping up and defending your belief system. Now, I mean this in a couple of different ways. Again, this is a collective reading, but it's in the moment of where you as an individual, and even you are part of a community, is really stepping in and looking into how can we confront or address or even just acknowledge some maybe patterns of behavior that aren't necessarily good for anybody. This could be something too much social media, doom scrolling for hours on end. It could be some too much caffeine. It could be all sorts of things. But at the end of the day, spirit is saying, okay, let's look at these unhealthy habits and let's see what we can build upon, what barriers we can break to get to the root of the problem and to finally start something new. Because everything is usually okay in moderation. But it does seem like the collective, we are going back and forth between extremes, which could could be some better ways to do things. So spirit's just asking you over the next couple of days, identify and go from there. See what can be changed. So I hope that helps. So a little different message for today, but we're going to go into our caller today. So we have Rita. Hello, Rita.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, nervous.
Oh, it's okay.
But
You don't have
other
to
than
be nervous. I don't judge anyone. I listen. I bring messages. That's it. No judgment here. So, what type of questions do you have today?
so, an ex I had from an extremely long time ago. We
Hmm.
got back in touch about 8 years ago, and then I moved back to Ohio like 6 years ago. We got together, and then we just started talking again Friday. But of course, he's the one that I'm always gonna have feelings for and everything, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on or where it's
Okay.
going to go. I know where I would like it to go, but doesn't mean it might.
Hmm. Yeah, so we absolutely can dive into that. The first card that I pulled for you was Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak card. So this does tells me that there is going to be some significant healing that is asking to be done of you. Let's just go in and see what other messages we have coming forward. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Lots of good energy, which is
Okay.
especially when people come in and out of your life. So overall, in the heart of your situation, there is a lot of caution, which makes complete sense, right? Because you are allowing a person in potentially for like the third or fourth or how many times, and
Right.
they're
I think the caution's on both ends, to be honest.
yeah. Yeah, so it seems like it's been a cycle, and it's definitely some sort of karmic cycle for you. So it's okay to have that caution because in that past position, I see there was a lot of poor timing. You guys just weren't in the right place, even if you were like in the vicinity and same environment. You guys weren't in the same place on a physical, mental, or emotional level. So everything that has
Right.
happened in the past, you guys, it's just like you're always missing each other. Like he had a 4 o'clock train, you had a 4:30. So it's just kind of it's been this
Right.
back and forth for years.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
um,
for, oh God, like 40 years.
Ooh, yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Um, And so I see the wish that you want to come in and you're like, okay, like not only do I want like a steady foundation, but I'm also in a point in my life where I feel more stable and I feel a little bit more comfortable potentially taking a risk as far as the emotional because my material safety and my physical safety is there. So I do like seeing that because you do feel nice and stable. So when we have those type of environments, we can look at that caution and we can go, okay, if I feel safe enough to move forward in this potentially risky, not necessarily risky, but emotional situation. And in your near future, I would say there is a very high potential for a romantic relationship evolving out of this. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of balance
What I
will
was
need.
kind of hoping for.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's I love this energy, but a lot of balance is going to be needed because you've known each other for a long time. You are not the same person. He's not going to be completely the same person. So it's going to be
Right.
kind of a balance back and forth, okay? And a lot of decision making I feel coming forward. And I know it's you guys known each other for years, but when I feel like it's almost like you want to move things so quickly, but at the same time, both of you are still ruminating over things that you have lost. And it's kind of like, oh, what have I missed out on all these years? And it feels like there's going to be a lot of things being triggered on both sides, waiting to be healed for you guys to truly connect because I see a lot of potential here. I mean, like you have the lovers, you have the star, you have the magician. All of this here is just like, oh
Oh
my
wow.
gosh, you can manifest all of this, just these major arcana cards. Things would
Okay.
move quickly as well. But again, there's this balance, and I'm just going to pull out a little bit more as to what is this caution card telling us. There's going to be some minor incidents with communication, miscommunication. And, that's common for anybody, friendships, relationships. And it seems like one or both of you are breaking out of this pattern of where you use humor to deflect your emotions. And it doesn't
Oh,
have to
that
be
would
like,
be me.
okay. So like when you get uncomfortable, you do like a nervous laugh, you go like type of thing.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, when you want to connect fully with your heart, and I see like you are so grounded. People rely on you a lot. I can see. Um,
All
you
the
have
time.
a lot of deep emotion, and Spirit is saying it's okay to drop that caution and to allow people to see that mask fall. It doesn't even have to be particularly with this person, this partner that you're really wanting to reconnect with. It can be your family members, it can be friends. You'd be like, hey, it's great that you have a sense of humor. It's great that you can find absurdity in all the things that are happening, whether it's positive and negative. But you don't have to be that person that always has to put on a brave face. And as you
Okay.
are healing some of this, because you've kind of been like, lots of burden placed on you where you had to stand your ground and you had to be this person that just kept going forward,
Yes.
and that has worked for you, and that's like, okay. It You don't have to keep working in this way. You can absolutely learn a new way to communicate in something that is more healing now, that is more expressive of who you are today, not who you were 10 years ago or even 6 months ago. We're constantly evolving and changing, and you're allowed to express yourself differently now too. And overall, that's just kind of the main cautionary tale that Spirit is coming forward with is you're allowed to say what you want to say. You're allowed to show emotions and express emotions, whether that's anger, happiness, sadness. That's all a part of your healing process right now.
Okay.
And you have been smart in the past. You have created your foundations. You have made the logical decisions, and it's okay to step into that little bit of passion, to have a little bit of excitement now. um because you're not trapped anywhere. If you want to see this relationship grow, you're going to have to move away from your past. And a lot of that of your
Okay.
past is just doing everything on your own, relying on yourself
Okay.
and on yourself. So there's a lot of wonderful things opening here for you, but again, it's just going to take some healing. I definitely see that potential for a relationship. Do you have any other questions on that?
No, actually, you pretty much summed everything
Wonderful.
up.
I'm just going to dig in a little bit more to see longevity here. Again, there is going to be
Okay.
a lot happening in the like the background and stuff that again you may start to see the same patterns. You're like, oh my gosh, we're going through the cycle again, but you're not. Um, like you may have to you may schedule a date and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have to reschedule, have a doctor's appointment. Is but it's not the same. It's
Okay.
not going to be the same pattern of like you guys are keep missing the wrong train. You guys are meeting up now. There is a lot of
Yeah, it's like
opportunity for love.
somehow we keep getting like pulled together, and then,
Mhm.
but it's like he's never ready for a relationship.
Yeah. And
Everything but that.
right. I mean, you overall, you are a very attractive person to him. But he also is coming in kind of like a more solitary person, maybe more introverted, not necessarily. While you may use humor, he uses what's that word? He pulls away from people. So even though like
Yeah,
he doesn't like people in his home, that's his safe space. He has his spaces, he has his people.
definitely.
So those are again, and when you're coming in here and I'm seeing like so much personal strength, I see you over the years. I'm seeing all of these things, and you just always kept going. Um, you are a wonderful person to help break down his walls. And in the likewise, he's a wonderful person for you to feel safe to drop that mask.
Yeah.
And it seems like it will take a little bit of time to build that emotional connection. Like it's there, it's
Okay.
already there. The interest is definitely there. But it's rebuilding trust. Um, Trusting yourself
Okay.
as well. So you're not giving yourself fully away. You are completely independent, but at the same time, you're building this relationship of mutual respect, independence, and love. So it's more than what you
Okay.
have experienced before. Lots
Okay.
of room for celebrations too. So go for it. Go for it and do
I'm
that
trying.
healing. Let it
No,
go
he told
slowly
me,
too.
yeah, he told me like 6 years ago what he wanted a woman. I'm like, hello, you're looking at that person. So I offered the next time he comes over, I'm like, hey, instead of us going to dinner, how about I cook dinner?
You're doing great. You're going to do this. Just keep your heart in that space.